Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go.
As a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Finds his man. It's Clark. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the option. Now the pitch. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Overton. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll give it to him again. Makes his man better. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Now adjusting. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Gators are on the move. They'll run the option. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now sliding to his left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Overton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you...
He's loose. He's at the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on else. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you talking? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Overton. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So now it's second and long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab deep. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups.
Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. To the air, it's Overton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for space. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line.
Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. There he goes! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and get me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy, give him the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Then the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good play.
Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, it's Overton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. Working that left side now. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeps it on the draw. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
He lost one down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
First down for the offense.
To throw, it's Overton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback moving. Find some fresh air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the flag. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Overton. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punch it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Looking for the score. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.